There are seven densities. Densities are different than dimensions. Densities are levels of awareness. Densities vibrate at different frequencies. Density means compact. First density is denser compared to the seventh density, which is more ethereal. They are all connected. First density has limited awareness, while the seventh is aware of everything. It's one with all. An example of this is the Bible verse Luke chapter 12, verse 7. Indeed, the very hairs of your head are all numbered, so don't be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows. The higher the densities, the fewer laws that govern them. The seventh density, the highest, has more freedom or conscious awareness than the first density, the lowest. Dimensions deal with space. There can be limitless dimensions within the one main dimension. Dimensions are like thoughts within the one universal connected mind or consciousness. There's no limit to thoughts. I will use a fish to explain both dimensions and densities. A fish can exist in various dimensions, examples being a fishbowl, fish tank, aquarium, pond, lake, ocean, to name a few. The density would be the fish being truly aware of its environment, where it is located, if the water is polluted, what's going on outside of the water. The awareness of the levels of consciousness the fish has, being able to create and change its reality. Seven densities have been known symbolically in spiritual texts and have made their way into everyday life. Here are some. 7 days of creation. 7 rainbow colors. 7 chakras. 7 deadly sins. Lust, gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, envy, and pride. 7 continents. 7 circles around the Kaaba by pilgrims in Mecca. 7 scales in music, 8 for cycles, that's why it's called an octave. 7 steps taken by Buddha at birth. 7 sisters of the Pleiades are the stars in the constellation Taurus. In Greek mythology, the sisters are the daughters of the Titan god Atlas, who held up the sky. He is known as the founder of astrology. 7 Cherokee clans. The Cherokee have 7 clans and have had that number as long as there has been contact with Europeans. 7 lucky gods, or 7 gods of fortune, in Japanese mythology. The first 3 densities are physical. The fourth density, the middle, is both physical and spiritual. The last 3 densities are spiritual. The color red represents the first density. In first density, you have the elements earth, air, fire, and water. You also have minerals, rocks, and plants. They have limited awareness and movement. The color orange represents the second density. In second density, you have animals who are expanding their awareness. Animals do not have individual souls. They have group souls. The color yellow represents the third density. In third density, you have humans who operate under the veil of forgetfulness. They do not remember their past lives. It's all about lessons and growth. It's where people decide whether they are service to others, which is positive, or service to self, which is negative. The successful ones graduate or ascend to the fourth density. The color green represents the fourth density. In fourth density, beings remember their past lives. There is no veil. You have various species of beings from humans to aliens. Highly intelligent beings known to influence those occupying lower densities like the third density, whether positively or negatively. Fourth density battles between positive and negative beings are seen as thunderstorms, meteor showers, and other strange weather phenomena. Ancient people were correct saying the gods are at war when they saw this. Beings in fourth density have longer lifespans. They can live for thousands of years and are capable of space and time travel. Fourth density is the highest level an individual service to self being can ascend. They are not allowed to go from fifth density to seventh. The color blue represents the fifth density. Here is where beings from the third and fourth density go when they die. Some may refer to it as heaven. When people see family members and loved ones lead them into the tunnel of white light, fifth density is the destination. It's the contemplation area. Souls rest. There they have teachers and schools. Beings go there to review and learn about their past lives, experiences, before returning to reincarnate. The color indigo represents the sixth density. In the sixth density, you have positive higher beings. They represent our higher selves. They are future and omnipresent selves. They operate as individual and group consciousnesses. These are higher souls who turn back to help us in the past. They are positive beings who teach densities 1 through 5. They are the gardeners who plant seeds and tend to the garden, waiting for the future harvest. The color violet represents the seventh density. The seventh density is where you are one with all. It is where all densities below strive for union with the one. After the seventh density, you start the cycle all over again. It's like the number 8. You turn it on its side, and you get infinity. Negative beings on the downward path enter the black hole and become primal matter, and come out during the Big Bang. Everything is connected. It's expansion and contraction. Positive beings expand and share. Negative beings contract and hoard. Creation is a ladder. Higher densities raise up the lower densities. Plants feed off minerals. Animals feed off plants, which break down the minerals for them. Humans feed off animals, which break down the nutrients from the plants. Now, the question you should be asking is, are there beings that feed off humans? Or is everything love, peace, and manifesting?